answer. So let's rise and shine with the beautiful morning and start with today's topic. Now students, I'm going to show you some pictures, okay? So it's related to chapter Sound of Music. See these pictures that are coming on your screen and identify the personalities. I'm giving you 1 minute to identify any two personalities. If you can identify all, you're welcome. See the pictures carefully and try to identify who these people are, who these personalities are. Abhi nahi, wait. Okay. So if you have identified these personalities, now I am going to call out the names and only that child is going to answer. Yes, Jaskaran Singh from red section, kindly unmute and tell me who is in the first picture. Can you identify who is in the first picture?
Ma'am, no.
Any other picture that you can identify?
Ma'am, last.
हाँ बताइए नाम मुझे.
Albert Einstein.
No, the last picture is not of Albert Einstein. थोड़ा सा run your horses wild, अपने दिमाग के घोड़े दौड़ाइए. Now next I'm coming to, it's Harjot from red section. Kindly unmute and tell if you can identify any picture. Harjot, unmute and tell. Siddhima. Siddhima.
Good morning.
Good morning, beta.
Ma'am, the last one is Stephen Hawking.
Very good. Yes.
The first one is Bachendri Pal.
No, the first one is not Bachendri Pal. Chaliye, you guessed the first picture right. The last one, that is of Stephen Hawking. Very good. Sakshi Makkar, can you identify any other personality? Sakshi Makkar. Sakshi, kindly unmute and tell me if you can identify any of the personalities in the visual. Chaliye, if you're not able to identify, let me tell you who these personalities are. So here, the first picture from the right side, Helen Adams Keller. Have you heard the name? Helen Keller.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
Helen
ma'am.
Keller. Next is of Arunima Sinha. Arunima Sinha. Then next is Sudha Chandran. And the last one, Stephen Hawking. Now let me tell you about these personalities, something more about them. Helen Adams Keller, she was an American author, political activist, and lecturer. She was the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. Arunima Sinha, the girl who conquered Mount Everest with a prosthetic leg. Yes, student, she had an artificial leg, and with that she scaled the heights of Mount Everest. Sudha Chandran, the woman who dances on the Jaipur Fort. She lost her one leg in an accident, but she never gave up dancing and became a successful classical dancer, giving innumerable stage performances. She is a successful actor too. Stephen Hawking. He was a scientist known for his work with black holes and relativity. Stephen Hawking was diagnosed with a form of motor neuron disease, and he was restricted to a wheelchair. Despite the fact he worked hard and received 13 honorary degrees because of his research work in the field. He wrote many books too. He said, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. And relativity. Now we have come to know about these personalities. So what is common among these personalities? What common thing did you find in them?
Can I?
Yes, Vansh?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, they all suffer from a kind of, ma'am, they had accidents and they were disabled, we can say.
Yes, yes.
But they
Yes,
achieved great achievements.
still achieved great achievements. Yes, Vidya, what you want to add to this? Vidya?
Ma'am, they never gave up. They never got defeated in their lives, and they just fought with the problems or the problems that they had in their lives, and never gave up.
Yes, absolutely correct. Samaira Walia. We have Samaira also today with us. Yes, Samaira. Kindly unmute and tell.
Ma'am, they all were disabled, but still they didn't give up on their dream.
Yes, did not give up on their dreams, right? And they lived a normal life just like other people, right? So what we see that these people, they actually don't want sympathy from the normal people. They want equal opportunity. They want fair treatment. They don't want sympathy from our side. So it's very important when you see any disabled person, don't sympathize with them. We need to do empathy. Empathy क्या होती है? उनकी situation को understand करना and accordingly treat करना. So we need to give them equal opportunity. We need to treat them fairly. So in personalities के बीच में common क्या था? That they had courage, they had determination, and they never gave up despite the disabilities that they had. And there are many more. Albert Einstein, he also suffered from dyslexia. We have Beethoven, a music composer who was deaf, right? So we have also in Indian film industry, Ravindra Jain, singer and composer. He was a blind man. So we see a lot of personalities. We see those people in the world who had some kind of disabilities, and still people are there in the world who have certain kind of disability, but they are living a normal life. Why? It is because of their courage, determination, and never giving up attitude. So with strong willpower, grit, and hard work, you can also do something truly impossible. So what lesson do we actually learn from these people? That we should never give up. God has blessed us with everything. See, we don't have any kind of disabilities, but still we don't, we can say, work hard to the best level. How easily just we give up. Ki mujhse ye nahi hota, I can't do this. But when we look at these personalities, we actually get inspired that despite their disabilities, they achieved something truly impossible in their life. Right? So you must have strong willpower, grit and hard work. अपने जीवन में इन चीजों को शामिल कीजिए और इससे क्या होगा? You can also do something truly impossible. कई बच्चे ये सोच लेते हैं कि भाई क्लास में जो फर्स्ट आता है स्टूडेंट वही हमेशा फर्स्ट आएगा, वो तो इंटेलिजेंट है, बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. You can also achieve that thing in your life with your hard work, with your determination, with your strong willpower. Never giving up attitude. So compete with yourself. किसी और से compete नहीं करना है, अपने आप से मुकाबला कीजिए. अगर किसी टेस्ट में आपको नंबर कम आए, अपने आप से कंपटीशन कीजिए, किसी और से कभी compete नहीं करना चाहिए. And for that you need strong willpower, the grit, stubborn attitude कि नहीं मैंने ये करना ही करना है, hard work करनी है, and you will be able to do which is impossible for you. See, the spelling impossible also says I am possible. Impossible भी कहता है कि yes, everything is possible because it says I am possible. So why we are discussing this today? Because the chapter that we are going to read today is The Sound of Music, Part 1. The story of a girl, Eveline Glennie, listens to sound without hearing it. Now you might be wondering how she can listen to sound without hearing it. But before that, let's understand the meaning of the word listen and hear. Can anybody interpret the meaning? Hearing क्या होता है? Listening क्या होता है?
Ma'am,
Yes.
hearing.
May I?
Yes, beta. Vidya.
Ma'am, listening is when you listen to someone carefully. When you are listening, you are paying attention to to what the person is saying. But here is just by chance when you hear something or when you're not paying attention to that thing.
No, the last part is not correct. Rest is absolutely correct. Yes, Sagarika. Sagarika. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, hearing is when you hear someone
You got muted, Sagarika. Unmute yourself and speak.
ma'am, ma'am, hearing is when you will hear someone like any other person is speaking and we are hearing. And
Okay.
listening is nahi.
Chaliye. Let me take it from Siddhima. Yes, beta Siddhima.
Listening
Can I?
carefully.
Wait, Sagarika. Siddhima, you are not audible. Chalo, let me take it from Kashish. Yes, beta Kashish. Listen and hear. How
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
differentiate?
Listening means when we are paying attention, and hearing means when we are not listening.
Okay, so you have certain confusion
Hearing
there.
means when we are not
Okay,
paying
yeah, let me take it from who? Narinder.
Like for example,
Wait, Kashish. Wait, Kashish.
May I?
Wait. A lot of students are speaking here. I'm not getting it. Kashish, yes, now you completed what you were saying. You were giving example. Continue with that.
like I was hearing the crowd. We are not able to hear the crowd so nicely, but we just hear it unnecessarily.
Okay, but no, it's not the correct meaning. Yes, Narinder. Hearing and listening.
Listening means when we listen to any sound or music, and hearing is like when we talk to someone and we hear the conversation. But listening is especially used for listening to music, the sound which makes us pleasant.
Okay, still the meaning is incomplete. I'll take last student, Salil Manan. Yes, beta Salil. It's wonderful that
Yes,
you people are trying.
ma'am.
Yes, Salil.
Listening is to hear with concentration and with interest, and hearing is just a function of body of just receiving the voice.
Yes.
Sound.
Yes, good. So hearing, जब हम hear की बात करते हैं, it is referring to the capacity of perceiving sound. मतलब जो भी चीजें आवाजें हैं हमारे कानों को छू रही हैं और हम उनको सुन पा रहे हैं. So it's the capacity of perceiving sound, listening sound, that you are able to listen, hear everything. And when we use the word listen, that means you are paying attention to the sound, you are hearing something with thoughtful attention, you are alert when you are listening to that sound. That means deliberately you are listening to that, as you are listening to my lecture here. But apart from that, a lot of sounds must be touching your ears. Like mama कहीं पर खाना बना रहे हैं तो उनके kitchen से आवाजें आ रही हैं. That is reaching your ear and you are able to hear that. So that becomes hearing. Is it clear? So let's now understand this. Eveline Glennie listens to sound without hearing it, right? So how she is able to listen without hearing it? What exactly is the matter with Eveline? We will discuss that in the first part of the chapter 2, that is the sound of music, right? So let me just share the PDF of the chapter, then we will start with the reading of the chapter. So this is the chapter, that is the sound of music, part 1. Eveline Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So someone has made this statement about Evelyn Glennie because she was hearing impaired. She was suffering from this disability that she could not hear anything. So she had this disability. If God has taken away her ability to hear, he had also given her back something very extraordinary, and that was her ability to feel things. And she could feel things far more deeply than any of us, and that's why she could express music so beautifully. Evelyn Glennie, she was a percussionist, a drummer, a music player. She could play thousands of musical instruments without even hearing it. वो सुन नहीं पाती थी, पर ऐसा नहीं था कि वो बचपन से डेफ थी. The impairment actually overcame her gradually, and she became deaf, but she got interested towards music, and she made music her life, her career. It became her passion, and she could express music so beautifully that no one can do in such a way. So now we are going to read the following account of this personality, Evelyn Glennie, who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. So let's read from paragraph 1. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 16 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. So in the very beginning of the story, we are informed that Evelyn Glennie, she was profoundly deaf. Profoundly means completely deaf. So from the beginning paragraph, we come to know about this, a little bit about the story. We get the idea that this chapter, it describes the journey of a young girl whose name is Evelyn Glennie, who despite being absolutely deaf, went on to become one of the best music performers in the world. This girl, she lost the ability to listen, and it was a gradual process, but she never lost heart, and it was because of a strong determination and hard work that she could do the impossible. And she did not fret of few matter lost. वो कभी उदास नहीं हुई या कभी गुस्सा नहीं हुई उन्होंने जो खो दिया. And she started exploring the world of music, developed an inborn talent, and became the most sensational solo percussionist in the world. So let me just explain this first paragraph to you. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. Jostle means to push roughly. It was rush hour, peak hour, when people, they had gathered at the train platform. They were waiting for a particular train. So बहुत भीड़ थी वहां पर. They were jostling each other, pushing roughly each other. And the slight girl, slight refers to small and thin. This weak looking girl, slim looking girl, looking younger than her 17 years. So she looked quite younger than her age. She was looking nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. Now, as she was completely deaf, so she could not hear the coming of the train which was approaching. She could not hear that sound, but she could feel the vibration that was actually created with the arrival of the train. वाइब्रेशंस होती है ना, अगर आपने कभी ट्रेन प्लेटफॉर्म पे गए हो, जैसे आप बस स्टॉप पे भी खड़े हो, तो जब बस आती है तो एक वाइब्रेशन सी क्रिएट होती है, एंड वी कुड फील इट. सो शी फेल्ट द वाइब्रेशंस ऑफ दैट अप्रोचिंग ट्रेन. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. She was a very passionate girl, and she had developed this passion of learning music. And she has taken admission in the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. So it was her first day. She was going there for the first time. So she was nervous, she was excited as well. Daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. Scottish farm means the girl belonged to Scotland. And Scottish farm refers to that she was from a rural area. She was not from an urban city. So शहर की भीड़ भाड़ से दूर ये स्कॉटलैंड के एक रूरल विलेज से, कंट्री को बिलोंग करती थी. कंट्री कहते हैं विलेज एरिया को. She belonged to that area, and it was for the first time that she was going for the Academy of Music in London. And thus she was quite nervous, she was excited, and at the same time she was frightened also. घबराई हुई थी, डरी हुई थी. But this aspiring musician, aspiring क्या कहते हैं? Having high aim, जिसका दृढ़ निश्चय होता है लाइफ में. A person who wants to be a musician means a person who has high aim in life to achieve certain goal. वो होता है aspiring. Aspirations mean having certain kind of ambitions for future. So this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deep. So ये जो aspiring musician थी, इसके घबराने की एक और वजह थी, और वो वजह क्या थी? क्योंकि she was not a normal girl. She had to face a bigger challenge, and that challenge was her physical disability. That was, she was profoundly deaf, completely deaf. Profound कहते हैं, meaning होता है इसका deep. यहाँ पर profoundly जो adverb है, इसका मतलब है completely deaf. मतलब वो बिल्कुल भी सुन नहीं सकती थी, कोई भी आवाज उसके कानों तक नहीं पहुंचती थी. She was completely deaf. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Gradual means slow process. Slowly, slowly, slowly and steadily, she lost the ability to hear. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. So Isabel Glennie, she is mother of Evelyn Glennie. So the mother recalls an incident, that how she noticed that when she was 8 years old, there was something wrong with Evelyn. She was waiting for her turn to play the piano. She was in a piano class and she was waiting for her turn, and when they called her name, she didn't move. The mother then realized that she had not heard the name being called at that time. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from the friends and teachers. Now see, अगर कोई बच्चा उसमें कोई disability develop होती है, the child feels shy, वो nervous होता है, वो घबराता है, और वो क्या करने लगता है? They try to conceal it, hide it from others. वो अपनी उस कमी को छुपाने लगता है. Similar was the case with Evelyn. वो अपनी इस deafness को, growing deafness को लोगों से छुपाने लगी. And it was quite a certain period of time that she managed to conceal it. वो उसने किसी को पता ही नहीं चलने दिया कि उसे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था. Friends, teachers, she kept on hiding it from all of them. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. So gradually what happened was that when she became 11 years, her marks started to decline. उसके deteriorate मतलब worse होना, decline होना, marks और ज़्यादा खराब होते चले गए. She started performing poorly in the subject. And her headmistress, जैसे हमारे स्कूल में principals होते हैं, the head of the institution, हेडमिस्ट्रेस होते हैं. सो शी रिक्वेस्टेड, शी अर्ज्ड, अर्ज्ड मीन्स रिक्वेस्ट करना. यहाँ पर देखिए प्रीवियस लाइन में अर्ज का मीनिंग है रिक्वेस्ट करना. शी रिक्वेस्टेड एवेलाइन्स पेरेंट्स that they should consult a specialist. और specialist कौन होते हैं? A person who specializes in a particular practice or occupation. So जो doctors होते हैं, जैसे doctors कई तरह से होते हैं, child specialist होते हैं, कुछ surgeon होते हैं, तो they have this speciality in their field of occupation. So this headmistress, उन्होंने क्या कहा parents से कि उनको एक specialist को consult करनी चाहिए कि एवेलाइन के साथ कुछ फिजिकल प्रॉब्लम है. हर मार्क्स आर ग्रेजुअली डिक्लाइनिंग विद टाइम एंड दे वर वरीड अबाउट हर परफॉर्मेंस एंड दे सजेस्टेड एवेलाइन्स पेरेंट्स दैट दे शुड कंसल्ट अ डॉक्टर. So students, we will stop here today and we will continue the chapter tomorrow. So what I would suggest is you take a reading of the chapter up to the part that we have covered. Okay.